Hi guys.
Yep. So today I think both of us we want to share about our journey of how we um, get the AZ vaccines. So right now I think most of us most of it we heard about the vaccine. So there are side effect this, side effect that, about blood clot this and that. But after both of us have a discussion, so this is where we made our mind. Then we decide to just go for it. When we heard about the
first
first
one.
phase, the first phase volunteer for the AstraZeneca vaccines. So so when we found out about that, we are very happy. So this is where when the registration is open. So this is where we went in and then we try to choose our date, and upon our agreed, so we pick a date which is on 17th of May.
Yeah.
So both of us is on the same date, but we never thought that about the side effect. So that is where we are thinking about. Okay,
You
both
can just go.
yeah, just go one shot, take it, come back home like normal. But after when we make a booking, so this is where we realize, oh my, what if let's say if I got fever, she got fever, who's gonna take care of the kids? So just to let you know, we have 3 kids. All 3 is under 5.
I think we can start on how we should get the way for us to go into the vaccination center.
Yeah.
So since we chose on the 17th of May, so I think like few days before the 17th we decided like, okay, they say we need to have a police permit to have the travel into the vaccination center.
Yeah.
So I think we went like 5 days before, which is like 2 days before the Hari Raya.
Yeah, 2 days before Hari Raya. Correct.
So my husband went to the police stations. So they say that okay, everything should be good. You just need to come back one day before your vaccination date, and then we will give you the letter for the permission to travel, basically.
Then when I go back, which is a day before our appointment, so this is when I went in full of confidence. So there's nobody at the police station. I was thinking, oh, this will be very very fast. So but when I went in, so the person actually tells me, it
I
seems
think it's
like
about the 3%, right?
yes, about the 3% trip because of the MCO thingy. And on the day that we're going to travel, is basically this is where the government imposed MCO throughout Malaysia. So this is where we cannot have
Everyone was in the same
every one
car.
of us, yep, which is total 5 of us in one car, which is they limit the passengers to 3% including the driver. So this is where I have tough time trying to convince the police officer whereby our kids is still below 5. So what if let's say if we are unable to control them? But as they mentioned, the police officer mentioned, she said they have no choice, but we still have to follow and obey the law. So this is where okay, so I need to went out, need to prepare the documentation. So this is where I run my errands again, call out my wife, we discuss again whether 1 car or 2 cars. So this is where I actually made up my mind. Straight away I go and apply for 2 sets of document. We went back to the police station and tell the police officer, okay, so this round we went in with 2 cars. So we will apply for the maximum passengers allowed, which is 3 persons per car. Then we finally get it approved on my 3rd attempt.
Yeah, basically the police I think didn't I mean they give the approval if for you to travel for the vaccination, but it's just that the numbers of the people in the car, that's matter. So yeah, I think is we should take that in, and then we decided okay, we just go with 2 cars. So yeah, I think yeah, this is what that we get in. So each one of us have one. So my husband went with 2 kids, I went with 1 kid. Yep, I think he's a better way of managing the kids.
Not to say better in managing the kids, my kids just maybe you just like to follow me around, so that's why they will stick to me.
Yeah, so basically what you need is when these things still happen, I think you just need to fill it up the form, 2 sets, and they need your appointment, the copy of your appointment. Yeah, and then all the IC, the copy of the IC, including for all the passengers. Yeah, and just provide 2 sets. 1 set will be given to the police to the police officer, and the other set will be for us to bring it along when you travel for your vaccination.
Yeah, and whenever you are passing through any of the roadblocks.
Yeah.
Right.
So
yeah, so in this case, this is the moment whereby on our anxious day, 17th of May. So this is where we start the traveling. And forgot to let you know, because when we applying for the same date, 17th of May, so actually we have a bit of problem there, whereby after I apply, I got my appointment, but when my wife applied, she doesn't get an appointment.
yeah, so I between then until the 17th, I was like keep asking my husband why I don't have the appointment. Then I did give a call to the vaccination hotline. Yeah, so basically they say you just need to wait sometime. It will just came like 2 or 3 hours before your vaccination date. So I say fine. So what should I do now? I mean, till then, because what happened, let's say I went in there and then you say that, oh, I'm sorry, you are not in the list or something. So you say, no, you should have some message coming in through your phone, even though it is not in your MySejahtera apps.
Yeah.
So yes, the message did come in, but then I'm still worried that I might not be getting again. So what should I do? So the person basically say, okay, there is one thing you can do. You can check at the vaccinecovid.com.my. This is the website that you can go in, and you just need to check by providing your IC numbers and providing your contact number. Yeah, the contact number that you have registered during your registration of taking in the vaccine. And actually it's shown whether it's you are scheduled for your appointment or not. So I think what convinced me is that when I give them a call and then they say that, yeah, it's already scheduled, do you want me to confirm it? Because for the rest of the guys, which is shown in their MySejahtera apps, they just need to confirm in their app. So I told them, yeah, you can certainly confirm that, because I want to go for the vaccine.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how it goes. So when I went there, this is where that I can get my vaccine appointment.
Yep.
So yeah, I think we can tell the journey on how that we are at the vaccination center.
Yeah. So the journey on the day. So before we went into the journey, so this is where we registered for the same day, and then my appointment actually fixed at 11 o'clock in the morning.
And mine is at 11:30.
Yeah.
And we are doing it at the UKM. University
Kebangsaan
Malaysia. Yeah.
So this time the venue is actually in Dewan Gemilang. Yeah. So early in the morning we took off from our house at around 9 a.m. in the morning. Then the journey was smooth. So there's no
heavy traffic.
Yeah. So there's no interruptions during our journey. So everything is smooth. We managed to pass through the roadblocks with our applications. Then we reached Dewan Gemilang UKM at around, if I'm not mistaken, around 10 a.m. in the morning. Then I went in around 10:15. So the process was smooth and it was fast. So this is to my surprise. But maybe because it's still early in the morning and then there are less people. So I go through the first phase whereby I need to fill up the information, my personal particulars. So in the form provided, so you can see those forms. Example, this one. So this is one of the forms that will be provided. So you will have to fill up. There are 2 copies of it. Fill up the 2 copies of the form. Then after that, you will proceed to the second phase, in which they will screen through whether you have any medical history. Are you recently taking any medications? Do you have any complication? So this is the second phase. Then after that, the third phase, you went in, which is you went into the hall. So when you went into the hall, so this is where they will check your appointment. So whether your appointment is scheduled for today, then because there are still some certain instructions that you have to follow using MySejahtera. So because when you reach there, so you need to click through your MySejahtera that you are there, and then you need to follow the instruction in MySejahtera to scan the code when you are reached the third checkpoint. Then the fourth checkpoint is where they will screen through again before you get a vaccination. So such as they will ask the questions. They will still ask you a question of whether are you okay to take AstraZeneca vaccine. So this is the fourth checkpoint. So when you say yes, so they will ask you to proceed to the fifth checkpoint, which is the place where you get vaccine. So when I reached my fifth checkpoint, so I was so nervous. I was telling the nurse, is this
Are you really nervous? I saw your photo, no?
Well, had to be steady in front of the photo. And so I was really nervous during that time. And I was asking the nurse, so is this AstraZeneca vaccine? Can I have a look on the bottle? So everything, the nurse was very professional, very calm, just showed me all this information, the bottles, the syringe filled up, and then she asked me to sit at one of the destination place, and that is where I'm ready to get a jab. So after getting the jab, the nurse will explain what is the effect or that I will be getting, because once I get a jab, I can feel there's a heatiness on my arm, then I will feel about a bit swollen on the arm. So this is the first reaction that I have. So once taking the jab, that is where I went into the sixth station. So this is where they will verify my vaccination for today. Then they will give us another card. So this is the vaccination card.
Yeah, I think they will also have the information about what is the batch of the vaccine, and it is not only on the card, but it also shown in your MySejahtera apps.
Yeah.
What is the batch, what type of vaccine that you take, and what is the expiration date of the vaccine.
So this is where the sixth checkpoint is where it will took a bit of time, because there are about during my time it's about 10 plus people's waiting. So what is the checkpoint? The sixth and last checkpoint is, so basically it's the checkpoint of getting you relaxed on the chair, wait at least 10 minutes there
To see if there is any direct side effect.
Yeah, side effect or any symptom. So because for me took about 10 minutes max. Then this is where when the nurse called out my name, so I went in basically, and then the nurse will ask the final question, well, how do I feel? And then is there any soreness on the arm, this and that? So do I feel anything weird after taking the vaccine? So these are some of the common questions that will be asked. So if let's say if I give all, is actually basically is a there's no reaction, there's no any symptoms which is occurring, everything is fine for me, then I can leave the place. So this is I'm the first one to go in my family.
But before leaving, you remember they will ask you to take a photo.
Yep, correct.
To ensure that to have a record, I believe that okay, I have get my first dose.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's actually, you can say the last stop, which is the photograph booth. Take the photo, leave a memory. This is the first jab, and you can leave the place.
Yeah, I think after that she ran to the car, because I think we didn't mention. Basically, what we did is we have two cars.
Yeah.
So one of us moved to another car. So me and the kids is the first one to be in the car while waiting for him.
Yep.
And once he done, I saw him running, and he tell you fast. You must be fast because I see a long queue.
Yep.
But every of the process is the same. That is very smooth. It's just that probably for me the waiting time when for the observation it's take about 15 minutes or 20 minutes, because there is a number of people is already waiting. But basically they have for the nurse to do when they do the vaccination, there is few rooms, and I think they are pretty good. They are pretty well managed in UCAM.
Yeah. So overall time taken from the point that we reach, from the point I get out from my car and the point of I get in my car. So the process overall it take about 40 to 45 minutes max.
Yep.
That was very, very fast.
Yep, around that. It's very fast. Yeah.
So
I think we are still waiting for
our second batch.
Yeah, our second dose. We are waiting because according to the nurse and also it's written here, it's within 12 weeks. So I believe we just need to wait. When is the next appointment gonna be in?
Gonna be updated in etc.
Yep.
And before we end, so basically, let us share what is the symptom that we have after we take the vaccine. So on the day itself, once I taken, then throughout the day, so when I reach home throughout the day, I did monitor my temperature, and to my surprise, my temperature was very low. It was 35 degrees on the first day until the next morning.
I think the same goes to me, but for me, it's just on the first day that our temperature is lower by about 1 degree than usual.
Correct.
But I think my suggestion is that you don't do anything like, yes, you can do like normal, but don't do anything heavy.
Yeah,
because
no heavy activities.
Yeah, no heavy activities. You can just, I mean, you don't stress out yourself, or you don't try to work out yourself on the day when you do the injection, because I think for the first about 4 to 5 hours, I think you're not gonna feel anything. So probably you're gonna feel that, oh, I can do whatever I want. But I think to our suggestion to you, I think you just need to
take more rest.
Yeah, take more rest and then
drink more water.
Yeah, start to take any of the fruits that will help you.
Yeah. So because many have given a feedback that they experience fever, but to me, I don't have fever at all. I just feels cold, but I don't feel cold actually. It's just my body temperature is lower than usual. So this is where I think both of us having almost a similar symptom.
But it's just that for me that around, I think almost, because the process for me was done about 11:30 to 11:45. So when it comes in around 9 p.m, so it's about 9 hours after the injections, I feel like shivering. But when I keep checking my temperature, it's never actually going up, so it's still on the 35. But when it come like about 11 and throughout the night, it is not even a fever.
It's not even a fever because it goes up max also 37, but it never exceed 37.
Yeah, but I just feel that I feel my body is restless, I think, and I can't sleep well. I think both of us can't sleep well.
Yes,
on
we
that
can't
night.
really sleep well on that night.
You just keep waking up, and because you take so much fluid into your body and you keep going out to the toilet and so on. But I know for him, I think there is not much on the fever. I don't see him as like, oh, I'm shivering or I feel cold. But for me, yes, I feel it. The peak time is between 11 p.m. to about, I can say about 3 a.m.
3 a.m. or 4
Yeah.
a.m.
Yeah, so that's where the peak time. Because we can't rest well, I think the next morning is your body temperature is already back to normal.
Yeah.
But it's just that because the whole night you can't really sleep well, so on the next day you feel that you need a rest.
Yeah. It tears you down and it feels tired. So this is where the next day we continue to rest. Then the next night, this is where we have our good night sleep until the third day. And our life backs to normal.
Yeah, so I think even the sore arm that we have on the injection area, I think for me it lasts maybe 2 days. On the Wednesday it's fine. There is not much. I think the same goes to you as well.
It's the same goes to me. So so basically we just want to let everyone know that for AstraZeneca vaccines is safe to be taken. So far, we don't heard any of the major issue amongst the circle of our friends and also in the wider community as well. So this is where I hope this video, it just share out and makes you feel better while you are making your decision in taking the AstraZeneca vaccines.
Yep, I think not to be worried, because as long as you are healthy, and then you can consider to opt in But if let's say you have any doubts or anything, if let's say you think that you have some minor issue with your health, you can check with your doctor.
Yep.
And see what is their advice. And I think lastly we heard that because I think we do this video is a bit late because we don't have time. But yeah, I think the point is that AstraZeneca basically is safe. It's not like as bad as what people is saying that some country yes,
experiencing blood clot,
and they need to stop on giving up to people. But so far, and I don't heard anything which is in Malaysia that we have this problem till now.
So far,
Yeah, and I think yesterday when the ministry just announced, so AstraZeneca will not be any opt-in. So I think maybe some of you guys maybe feel very disappointed. Why I missed the first and I missed the second one as well last weekend.
Yeah.
But I think it's fine because it's gonna be come back as part of the vaccine. I mean, it's the
immunization program.
Yeah, immunization program. So yeah, if let's say you has been asked whether you want to take AstraZeneca, I think
you might go ahead.
You might go ahead if let's say you think that everything is healthy on yours, and if let's say you have anything that you worried of, and but your doctor have said that it's fine, then you should go about it because. Since on our number right now, not only in our country but also in others all over the world, the numbers is rocketing up. So I think we need to build our herd immunities no matter what, because we still the life must go on. We need to come back to normal, not as normal as what we used to be, but at least there is some freedom on what we're gonna move around.
Yeah, true. That's basically true. So I just want to let you know, even though once you take the vaccine, even though it's AstraZeneca or Pfizer, please just remain following the SOP. The vaccine, it doesn't mean that the COVID doesn't affect you. It will still affect you, but the damage will be much more lower than if you don't take vaccine at all.
Yep.
Alright, so stay safe, stay vigilant, and always practice social distancing. And follow the SOP as for most of the time. Alright, so I think we wrapped up.
Yeah, I think everything is good. Hopefully this video will give you a better idea on how that the vaccine have go on, and don't be worried like what you seen on the internet. Yes, there is, but we need to see on how many percentage of it. It could be a very little, I mean it's like
maybe 0.0004%.
or probably there is so much zero until you get into 1%. So don't be worried. When there is a chance, you should take it, because I think most of us is waiting. Some of us is patiently waiting for it, but some of us is like has been given a chance to take, but you are worried. So I hope this video give you a little confidence that this vaccine works for every one of us, and it's for our better future.
And if you have doubt, if you hesitate, always consult your physicians, consult your doctors, get the best advice. Alright.
Okay,
thank you.
thanks.
Bye.